Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. This is my first, not so first YouTube video. But before we get right into that, by the time you see this, it will be 2025. So Happy New Year! I'm currently wearing this cute shimmery top because I'm hosting a little Charcuterie Board party with family and some close friends, small group of persons, and I'm finally getting to use this cheese board that I've had sitting in my pantry for the last 3 years that I got as a gift. But anywho, first the chit chat. So I realized that after starting YouTube 1 month ago, I didn't actually make an intro video. Why? I don't know. So I popped by here just to do that, and of course involve you guys in my charcuterie board process. So I started YouTube officially 1 month ago today, and if you go to my homepage, you'll see 2013. So I've had a YouTube channel since then, and I've been watching content, but I've never actually officially created content officially because I've been creating content my whole life. I pretty much vlog everything I do. I take the aesthetic pictures when we go out to eat. I present my dinner plate like it's going up on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram all the time. So that's just naturally been me. And I finally, though very nervous about it, took the push and I decided to take the plunge and start this channel. So let's get right into what this channel will be about. So, I am a mom, a wife, and a medical doctor from Jamaica. I currently have a 2-year-old. This channel, you can expect vlogs, so lots of lifestyle, lots of momming, mom tips, mom traveling, etc. Traveling is our hobby. That's what I do for fun. If I feel stressed, I'm gonna book a ticket. I don't care how near, I don't care how short. I That is my getaway. So you'll see quite a bit of that interval at intervals throughout the year. Otherwise, just definitely lifestyle vlogs, momming. So if you're interested in that, then stick around, subscribe, start by going through some videos and click that like button. But for today, as I said, it's New Year's Eve. I'm hosting a charcuterie board party and I'm gonna be making my first charcuterie board. So I want to take you guys along for that process with me. And of course, if you have any questions, post them down in the comments below because I might have just touched on the basics about me and about this channel. But if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions of content you want to see, let me know always, right? Let's go. So I went ahead and prepped most of my fruits, vegetables that I'm going to include on the board. All the cheese that I'll be using for this board is already pre-sliced because I bought this packet of cheese at PriceSmart. And okay, so I have this nice bunch of grapes and I've decided to use it as a centerpiece because I think it looks so beautiful. So I just placed it diagonally right in the center of the board and used it as a partition. We have a couple loose ones, so I'm just gonna fill them in, right? So this board actually comes with a mini Lazy Susan that I'm gonna keep to the side and add some items to it. It also comes with cutlery. I hope you're seeing this, that you can pull out from the drawer on this side right here. It comes right out. And it also comes with a little mini chalkboard to stick in and label if you need to. It also has 2 pullouts at the side that you can add even more items to, like this. And there's one on this side as well, like that. So we have a lot of space working with, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna push this back in for now until we're ready to use it so that we can rest our cheese here because the counter space I'm working with is small. Grapes. So I'm going to use the grapes as a little partition. I'm going to go ahead and start laying out some of the crackers. Here I'm going to use the some Ritz crackers. And this board actually has some nice grooves on the side. I don't know if it's necessarily crackers to go in it, but that's what I'm putting in it, right? And there you go. Oops. Gonna actually split it and space it out like that. Yep. So those are our crackers. It also comes with the 2 little sauce jars. So nice. 2 ceramic jars as well. So very nice. I really like it. And then I'm gonna go in and add some nuts. There's a little handful here. Some cashews on this side. And then I'm gonna put some almonds on the other side. Some almonds. Oops. Here I'm just zooming. And we also have some pistachio. Unfortunately, they're still in the shells. I'm not gonna add those just yet. Next, we need to add some cheese, right? So let's start off by adding some cheddar. And then we're gonna add some Swiss. Of course, I have utensils for this. What am I doing? Alright, so that's Swiss. Alright. No, this one is Havarti. And the other one is Gouda.
So I pretty much added enough cheese to ensure the board looked filled. But of course, we needed extras. And we just came back and refilled the board as we went along. Also, adding the cheese, I just played around with it until I liked how it looked. So as you can see, I might have put it in this position first, then I moved it to be beside that one. I just literally toyed with it until I liked how it looked. That's all. There's no science behind it. It was just liking how it looked in its position.
Alright, I think I'm gonna switch this around and put this right there. That's it. I think I like how that looks a little bit better. Yeah, yeah. I think we're getting somewhere. I think we're onto something. Right. All right. Next, I'm gonna add some kiwi. These are some golden kiwi. Just gonna put them in here. Mhm. Then we're gonna add some blueberries. And then I was supposed to pre-slice this apple, which I didn't. I'm going to do that just now. Okay, guys, so just showing you exactly what we have so far before I start adding my chips. What do you guys think? How is it going? All right, let's continue. All right, and then my current favorite snack, this deep river sour cream and onion. Guys, it has me in a chokehold. I'm gonna add some here so my guests can taste the goodness. All right. Then we have some cherry tomatoes, which I'm gonna add a couple right here. And that's what we have so far. So as everything started coming together, I realized that there was space to add my extras. As you can see here, I just went back over and I was just adding back the leftover kiwis, adding back the extra apple that I had put aside initially because I realized they could fit and we'd of course eat them. I also got hungry and the board just kept getting more tempting, so I had to give it a little taste test. As I mentioned earlier, the board came with these two mini chalkboards and markers to write on them. I think if you're using blocks of cheese, it would be nice to use them as labels for the cheese, but because it was New Year, I just used it as a little way of saying Happy New Year and bringing the festivity to the board. So I wrote Happy New Year on one and I wrote the year 2025 on the other, which you'll see later on when I zoom up on the whole board itself. Okay, so next, guys, I went in and added a different type of crackers. So these are some multi-grain crackers to add some variety to the board, so it doesn't get plain and boring when our guests are eating it. And then I started just adding more extras of stuff because as the board comes together, it makes room for more stuff to fit. So it's not flat and it's not falling apart anymore. So it gives room and space to add more ingredients.
Also, a reminder, as you can see what I'm doing here, I'm shuffling things around. So feel free to move things. They're not fixed in place. So as we go along, it's just making what looks appealing to our eyes. So shuffle your fruits, shuffle your vegetables, etc. until it looks good. That's the aim, right? It needs to just look appealing. I used rosemary as garnish and also to just add a nice aroma to the board with the blend of the fruits and cheeses and crackers that we were using. As you can see here, the nuts touching the cheese, touching the crackers, touching the fruits. So if you're hosting this event or whatever it is that you're using the charcuterie board for, and you have persons with nut allergies or dairy allergies, any sorts of allergies, the side trays would come in very, very handy. So you could put the allergens to the sides, and that's what I love about this tray. None of my guests had any allergies, so everything is just mixed in and close together here. Okay, guys, so I know the fruits are already sweet, but I could not complete this board without adding some chocolate. It was New Year's Eve, and that's just my favorite thing. It just had to be a part of the board. Okay, so we use Cadbury whole nut chocolate for this. Of course, you can use any chocolate that you prefer. You could use whatever you prefer on these side trays. You could probably add more meat, etc. More cheese, more crackers, more. You could probably put vegetables on that side tray. So whatever it is that suits you and your guests or whoever you're making the board for, then go right ahead. It's a very flexible board. So in the little jars, I added sweet pepper jelly to one, and then I added peanut butter to the other. You can add whatever you like. So whatever you like to eat your crackers with, go right ahead and add that. You have like flavored pepper sauces you could use, different jams or jellies. If you're using, if you're doing a board with lots of meat, then you could go ahead and add some sauce that goes well with that. I was actually going to use some leftover ham on this board, but we had persons that do not eat pork, so I opted to use turkey slices instead, and I didn't use any meat sauce. So we used pepper jelly and peanut butter for this board. Guys, I guess I was trying so hard to use up all areas of the charcuterie board, and I was really trying to use this mini lazy Susan, but it was not working out. As you can see, it just was not cute. I wasn't feeling it. So I ended up taking them out of this and just adding them to the main board itself. So I just rolled all of them and did a little tuck and tried to fit them in the board because originally I wasn't planning to put them on the board, but it actually ended up blending in so well. If you're hosting for meat lovers, people who love more meat, then you'd have more meat available on the board and you have lots of space and areas that you could have swapped out to add more meat. We did end up needing more, and I just refilled as the board was eaten. So this is it, guys. This is the finale. This is the end product. This is my first attempt at a charcuterie board. Let me know how I did in the comments below, and if you would ever try this. I think it would be such a nice addition to a small house party, house gathering with friends or family, or as an addition to a bigger event for a grazing table. So if you would do this, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and of course subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.